guess what? It's game week. Yo, wait. It's game week. All right? Let me say it one more time. It is game week. Depth chart is out. And, you know, I when I was going through the depth chart, I was looking, it looked, I like the depth chart, but there are questions that I have that I was wondering if we can get answered. Because you got a left tackle that you went and got Elijah Pritchett. And I remember a long time ago us talking about Elijah Pritchett and saying that, you know, we played some nice NIL money for him, and he's third on the depth chart. Now, I don't know why, but he's third on the depth chart. So is that a, you know, coach said it was probably mental bust, jumping off sides, can't trust a guy like that. Here's the real deal. If you can't trust a guy like that, why'd you go get him? Because of the potential? Anyway, so I like it. Gunnar Gatula, of course, or Turner Corcoran. Elijah Pritchett is third over there. Hopefully he get his stuff together, because you're going to need him in the Big Ten. You're going to need him in the Big Ten. Left guard, you got Henry, of course, who's been the mainstay, a guy that's been around for a long time. And I think is the glue that this offensive line, it goes because of Henry Lutovsky, because I think he's the toughest. Justin Evans, as far as center goes, Sam Sledge, Jake Peters. Justin Evans, another guy who's been around, who is going to have to step his game up as well. Shorter guy, but low to the ground, great center of gravity. And I love his point of attack is where you need it to be already. All he has to do is hit and drive. Right tackle, Teddy Prohaska. You know, shout out to the big fella. Persevered, one of those 6-7 year guys, and finds himself in the starting role. I hope that he can stay healthy, because if he stays healthy, he's a monster of a man, and I think he gives us a great chance to be able to run the ball at whoever we need to run it at. Tight end, again, this spot, you know, Luke Lindenmeyer, who, if you think about it, was a transfer. Now, he's been around, but he was a transfer. So Luke Lindenmeyer, Heinrich Harburg, and, of course, Carter Nelson. Both of those two younger guys, and I'm talking, and Heinrich's not young, but he's young when it comes to tight end, okay? When you're playing tight end, you have to play with great leverage. He's a taller guy, 6'5". Carter Nelson, same thing, 6'5". And when you're 6'5" and you're trying to block, trust me, you have to get your ass down and block with great leverage. I mean great leverage. And you have to strike. And once you strike, you have to drive your feet. I think if those guys can learn how to block, I think we'll be okay. But they're going to have to be able to block on the run, okay? On the run, in space. They're going to have to be able to get their feet square, strike, and then drive, period. Don't hold. Well, if you're going to hold inside, because they don't call it. So tight ends is going to be a spot. I think we got big play ability at the tight end spot. Blocking is where my concern is. Wide receiver, again, it's always seems like the wide receiver is the best position for Nebraska, especially when we go into the portal. Wide receivers, if you go all the way back to Trey Palmer, the wide receivers, and I say Trey Palmer, but Trey Palmer, even though he was a one-hit wonder, was the best wide receiver we had in a long time at the transfer portal. I don't think we've had a guy like that yet. Now, Dane Key, Isaiah Hunter, they could be that guy. They could. But we haven't had that guy. I'm looking at Quinn Clark. Now, listen, son of the great Ken Clark. I think Quinn Clark has an opportunity to be a game breaker. He has an opportunity to write his name in the record books of Nebraska football because he's 6'5", he's 210 pounds. Listen, throw it up to him. I'm picking out their smallest receiver. I'm bringing Quinn in the game, and I'm throwing a jump ball when I'm in the end zone. And I'm saying, big fella, make your name for yourself. But I think Quinn's he's due for a breakout. We got to have some young guys. We got to have young guys step up this season in order to be successful. You're going to have to. When you talk about Ja'Cory Barney, I mean, probably the most explosive guy we have on offense right now, aside from Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson is going to be as explosive as they come. I tell you another guy, you guys slept on him. I didn't. I didn't sleep on this guy in the spring, Mekhi Nelson, who finds himself at 2 on the depth chart. I love that because Mekhi, he's different. Mekhi will go yard on you. Mekhi runs with passion. He runs with funk. He runs with what you need to be a Nebraska football player. I love it as a Nebraska running back. The 1-2 punch of, I think, Emmett Johnson, Mekhi Nelson. Mosey, I don't know yet. Still yet to be seen. Quentin Ives, I think it's going to be tough for him to crack that rotation. If these two guys stay healthy, I don't think you go away from those two guys because they're the most explosive running backs you got out there. So we flip over on the defensive side of the ball. Williams Nwaneri, intriguing freshman, 6'7", 265. I love the kid. I think he's a big time playmaker. Him along with Cam Linhart, it's a or 6'3", 270, 6'7", 265. There's an or there. Nose guard. Here's where it's going to get tricky and somebody's going to have to step up. This defensive line is not proven. Let me say that one more time. Our defensive line, they're not a proven defensive line. So they're going to have to get out there and get nasty early to prove themselves. They're going to have to make plays with their leg. They're going up against a big offensive line in Cincinnati. I don't know why anybody talking about Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a good football team. Let's stop looking past Cincinnati and looking at USC in the black uniforms or any other team. Houston Trinity. It doesn't matter. There's a war going on. Know what the war is? Football. Big Ten. National championship. Along that war, with the war, is many battles. Guess what? Cincinnati is battle one. If you don't take care of Cincinnati, none of the other stuff matters. Cincinnati is the only thing that matters. And guess what? You got 5 days in to wake up. Let me say that one more time. And you're going to be on prime time TV. The world will be watching. Arrowhead Stadium. Shout out to the Chiefs. I played there a couple of years. Arrowhead Stadium. It'll be rocking. But you got a football game to play. It won't matter about all of the kicking it and the dancing. It won't matter about what we saw as far as the open scrimmages and all those types of things. None of that'll matter when at 7, 8 o'clock at night, when the whistle is blown and the kickoff is kicked. None of that matters. So let's start talking about Cincinnati. That's all that matters. And Cincinnati has something to prove with their $130 million new facility. They got something to prove. Who's going to show up? Are we going to come and play with passion? It's yet to be seen. Anyway, Elijah Judy, Ryan Van Poppel, who I like Van Pop. I've always liked Van Pop. I think by the end of this season, hopefully Elijah Judy, him and they could be a 1-2 punch. But I think I got a sneaky suspicion that maybe Ryan Van Pop at 6'5", 295, monster, who's one of those single-digit guys. I think he's going to make more noise than people give him credit for. Defensive tackle, my favorite, Keanu Davis. I love this kid. Big time heart. He, to me, is the Christian Peter of this defense. He's going to have to make plays. He's going to have to go beast mode. He's going to have to beat double teams in order for Nebraska to beat Cincinnati. They're a big line. They're bigger than us across the board. And they went out in the transfer portal and did a pretty good job of getting some starters. They went and got starters, okay? Because I'm going to talk about this a little bit later. I don't want this is going to be 20 minutes. I'm going to hold you short, sweet, and hit you to the point. But I've got a list of all of the transfers, okay? Every transfer since 2022. And we're going to go over that here in a minute. And we're going to see which transfers we went in, because they're talking about NIL. We went out and got, are they playing or not? All right. So you got Deshaun McCullough. You love to see that. We went out and got him in the transfer portal. He's got to be a playmaker for us. He's got to do things that play outside. If he wants to go to the next level, you're a one and done guy. He's got to go crazy. To the Jacks is so Jordan Ochoa, William McGahee, and then Dylan Rogers. I think is McGahee an underachiever? I don't know. I thought he would be right there in the number 2 spot. Linebacker Vincent Watson Trent, and then number 9 Vincent Shavers. Now, watching Trent is intriguing because I think he's a gamer. You look at him, you kind of think Terrell Farley, the black shirtish, because he doesn't look big and posing, but when the lights are on, I think he's going to be all over the field. And so I like, hopefully he can be the tackle of the machine that he was at Georgia Southern. But that remains to be seen. Other linebacker, of course, Agent Zero, Javen Wright, 6'5", 230. It's 7-year guy, no excuses. Javen's got to go out and dominate. He's got to go run through stuff. He's got to go look like his dad, Toby Wright. I said it, and run through people. 6'5", 230. Everybody out on the football field should be scared of you. Period. All right. So you got Jacob Bauer, and I think Jacob Bauer is going to make a little bit of noise when he comes in at that 2 spot. Does a great job of just being a hard-nosed football player. Rover, Deshaun Singleton, has to have a breakout season. He's back. He got granted another year because of the JUCO. I think when you get another year and they say, hey, we want you to come back again, you got to play lights out football. You got to lay it all on the line. Like we used to say, leave it on the football field. What does that mean? Leave it on the field. Leave it on the field means give everything you got and then some, and they might have to drag you off the field. That's how tired you are. That's what leaving on the field means. Anyway, quarterback is Andre Marshall, Donovan Jones. Look for Donovan Jones out of Omaha to make some noise. Safety, Marquise Buford Jr. Caleb Benning out of Omaha. I think he will get an opportunity to get in there and make some noise as well. Caleb Benning, son of Damon Benning. Nickel, Malcolm Harsgrove Jr. And then Jameer Khan. Both of those guys, I think, in the nickel will be effective. I love Malcolm Harsgrove. I think we don't give him enough credit for what he's done in his career at Nebraska playing as a true freshman. Other cornerbacks, Sierra Wright, Jeremiah Charles, and Amir Sanders to round out your cornerback and defense. Special teams, place kicker is going to be Kyle Kunin, John Hull, Tristan Avano, long snapper, Kevin Galick, who we got out of transfer portal, kick returner, Isaiah Mosey, and Kenneth Williams. Makai Nelson, who I would put there. Holder is Camden Cook. Jalen Gramstad, the backup. Punter, Archie. The freshman, Wilson. Archie! Hey, man, no pressure, baby. It's just like going out there and playing the game you love to play in Australia. Same thing. Go have fun, young man. Looks like a fun young man. Hopefully your parents will be there to see you in the opening game. Don't worry about adversity. Is going to come, young man. Adversity will come. Shake it off. In 1995, we had Chris Brown, freshman kicker. Chris Brown was a true freshman kicker, and he missed his first extra point. But go back and look at Chris Brown's career and what he did after that. But he missed his first extra point. So don't let adversity, don't worry about adversity. It's going to happen. You got to be able to shake it off to become great. So I said all that to say this. When I go to who we went and got in the transfer portal in 2025, right? We want to know guys, you talk about $1 million, $2 million, 500,000, 250,000, all this type of money that we're throwing around at these young men. But are these young men starting? Are we spending our money wisely, or are we just out there making it rain on just whoever we want to make it rain on? And they don't have to play. They don't have to do anything. They just got to show up. No. Okay. Kyle Coonan. Just told you who he was. Rocco Spindler from Notre Dame. One-hit wonder, but at least he's starting. You went and got a starter to start. Okay? But how does Rocco Spindler build stability when you talk in long haul? I love Rocco. I think Rocco gives us that. But it's one year and he's done. So whoever's the backup to Rocco, where is it at? Grant Bricks, who was a super freshman. Grant Bricks is going to have to step his game up this year. So when he gets in on backup time, Grant Bricks is going to have to ball out because he's the future. Deshaun McCullough, starter. Jake McAllister, these are all transfer portal, okay? Elijah Pritchard, third on the depth chart. Is that a waste of money? Because I think he's got 2 years or 3, but you might want to, we could have probably invested in somebody a little bit younger and build them up. But Elijah Pritchard, whatever you're doing, young man, get in your playbook. Self-control and discipline. Okay? You can't jump off sides. They don't trust you. You can't have bust mentally. You're untrustworthy. Don't matter how mountain of a man you are. Gotta get up in at least the number 2s. Williams Nwaneri from Mizzou to NU, he's second. I thought he was $1 million man, but he's second. He's going to have to get his game up. Marcus DeVilla, I don't know how much we paid him. Doesn't matter. He's fourth on the depth chart. We got him out of the transfer portal is my point. Justin Rhett, guard. Where is he at? Third? Okay, but we got him out of the transfer portal. Let's see here. Harley Gilmore, Gandhi. Andrew Mordell, don't know where he's at. Kevin Galick, I think he's a backup. Jalen George, backup. Nazea Hunter, starter, receiver. Dan Key, starter, receiver. So here's what I'm saying. When we go in the transfer portal and get all these guys, I would think because of the money, we're going to get starters, not guys that are going to come and be second and third team guys. We don't need that. Okay, so quickly, I got about a minute and something. I'm going to go through 2023 real quick. You tell me in the comment section which one of these guys had the best career of any of the transfer portal and was it worth it? Eric Gilbert, Georgia to Nebraska. Is he still here? No. Oh, that's the thief. Oh, no. He's breaking it in there. Jacob Hood, it's not gone. Josh Fleeks, how's his career? Marco Ortiz, long snapper. Did well from Florida. Chief Borders, Florida to Nebraska. We need to leave Florida players and Georgia players alone. They're giving us anyway. Chief Borders, Florida to Nebraska. Chief Borders has transferred again for his 5th time. I think he's in Vegas. Corey Collier, Florida to Nebraska. Where is he at? Ben Scott. Love that one. But again, I think he had 1 or 2 years. Billy Kemp, 1 year. What did Billy Kemp really do? Matt Sherman, or MJ Sherman, I'm sorry. Again, Elijah Judy, graduated, still there, and he's a starter. I like the pick. Worst quarterback, I forgot his name. Who's the worst quarterback we went and got on the transfer? Oh, my bad, Jeff Sims. Sierra Wright, Baller. Great pick. Jalen Gramstead. Was he number 2? Vince something. I can't. Genatone. I don't know where he's at. I'm going to turn this back on. Don't hate on me right now. Dante Dowdell. Kentucky. Micah Mizzou. What'd he do? Stephon Thompson. Syracuse linebacker. What'd he do? Oh, he's at Florida State now. That's right. He followed his coach. This is 2023, by the way. Okay. All right. So 2022. I just want to know what these guys, how was their careers? Brandon Moore, Florida State to Nebraska. Devin Drew, Kane Williams. These are Alabama to Nebraska. Marcus Washington helped us. Stephon Wynn, huh? O'Shawn Mathis. Okay. Omar Brown. Later on. Casey Thompson. Did well for us, then transferred. Chubba Purdy. These are all guys we went and got. Now, these are Scott Frost guys, but they're guys we went and got. Hunter Anthony, Kevin Williams, Tommy Bleekrode, Trey Palmer, one-hit wonder, the best one out of the bunch. If I had to pick who was the best transfer portal guy we got, it would be Trey Palmer. Tommy Hill, overachiever. Liebentripp. Still out on him. I love Liebentripp, by the way. I think he's the best all-around tight end we have. Caden Becker, don't know. Tyler Knack, don't know. Okay, let's go to 2024. I said Sierra Wright. Wait. I'm missing a couple. Oh, Jamal Banks, Bly Hill, Isaiah Nayor. Okay? We got to build from within. But that's neither here nor there. Because we got a game now. So the guys on the depth chart, it's up to you now. Don't blame the coaches. Don't blame the refs. Don't blame anybody. Players is on you. Nobody can play for you. Nobody can run the ball, pass the ball, catch the ball, tackle the ball, do all the things that you do in football. The coaches can't do it no more. All they can do is tell you what to do and put you in position to be successful. Now, if we're on 1st and goal and from the 3 and we call a pass, now it's on the coaches if it gets intercepted, because we don't believe that we can get 3 yards in a cloud of dust in 3 plays. This is the captain, Vershan Jackson, 3-time national champion. I just wanted to give my opening day, because I've been very quiet, with the Achilles injury and stuff. So But now, the captain has returned. Holla at your boy. Huskers versus Cincinnati. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters in the season. Not them stupid black uniforms where we're 0-4. I don't care how it recruits and what it looks like. If you're 0-4 in a uniform, you probably shouldn't wear it. Wear it in practice, black shirts, and wear it proud. Go! Be ready! Yeah! How about your boy? How I stop this thing? What do I do? How do I stop it? I don't know how to stop this thing. Help me. Somebody. Please. Help me. How do you, where, is that, I've been gone that long, I forgot everything. I know that's a lie.